Hello, students. I hope you all are good and you all are doing well in your studies. And in today's topic, I am talking about classification of beta adrenergic blocking drugs. In my previous video, I was already talking about the alpha adrenergic blocking drugs. So, in this video, let's start the beta adrenergic blocking drugs. So, these are the beta adrenergic blocking drugs, and these are broadly divided into two categories. First one is non-selective, in which drugs acting on both beta 1 as well as beta 2 receptors, and in second one it is cardioselective, means it mainly act on beta 1 receptor. So in a non-selective one, the term is ISA, which means intrinsic sympathomimetic activity. So first I am talking about this intrinsic sympathomimetic activity. What is this? So let us discuss about this. So it is a partial agonist, means the intrinsic sympathomimetic activity are the beta blockers, which are basically partial agonists, means that are able to stimulate beta adrenergic receptors, means showing agonistic effect, and simultaneously opposes the stimulating effect of catecholamines, means antagonistic effect, in a competitive way. As the all beta blockers are competitive agonists, so these are also competitive antagonists, but these are partial agonists. So all the drugs whose having ISA, means intrinsic sympathomimetic activity, are partial agonists. So these are the beta blockers that can show both antagonism and agonism at a given beta receptor, depending on the concentration of that beta blocker and the concentration of adrenaline or noradrenaline. So beta blockers with ISA, means intrinsic sympathomimetic activity, mimic the effect of adrenaline and noradrenaline and can cause increase in blood pressure and heart rate. But these are don't reduce the resting cardiac output and heart rate as effectively as other beta blockers without ISA. So let's start the first one with the drugs without ISA. So there are three drugs which comes under this category are propranolol, sotalol and timolol. So these drugs having a short trick which is party song. Par for propranolol, T for timolol and song for sotalol. Party song. So all the drugs which are without ISA having party song, means propranolol, timolol and sotalol. And with ISA, means with intrinsic sympathomimetic property, there is a single drug and which is pindolol. So all the beta blockers whose having ISA property may be used in a clinical situations where non-ISA beta blockers are relatively contraindicated, like in a sinus bradycardia, sick sinus syndrome, and a chronic obstructive lung diseases. And the third one is with alpha blocking property. So there are the drugs which having both selectivity on alpha and beta receptors, means these drugs can act on both alpha as well as beta receptors. So there are two drugs, labetalol and carvedilol. So there is a small trick for their remembering. The trick is a person having property, in property he has two things, lab and car. A person, a means alpha, okay, alpha blocking agents. So a person having two properties which are lab and car, lab for labetalol and car for carvedilol. Now coming to the second category, which is a cardioselective, means these drugs are basically act on a beta 1 receptor. These are selective for beta 1 receptor, and these drugs are metoprolol, atenolol, acebutolol, bisoprolol, esmolol, betaxolol, celiprolol and nebivolol. So I am making a small trick uh, for its remembering. So I think you all know about Mahesh Babu, a South actor. So my trick is Mahesh Babu in New York City. Again, I repeating the trick is Mahesh Babu in New York City. M for metoprolol, A for atenolol, again A for acebutolol, E for asmolol, Babu, B for betaxolol and bisoprolol in New York, and E for nebivolol and city for celiprolol. So it is the trick which is helpful for you for the remembering of these drugs. And these are the same drugs also categorized according to their generation. So as you can see, there are three generation drugs: first generation, second generation, and a third generation. In a first generation, the drugs coming in this category are propranolol, sotalol, timolol, and pindolol. In a second generation, drugs are metoprolol, atenolol, acebutolol, bisoprolol, and asmolol. In a third generation, you are having drugs like labetalol, carvedilol, betaxolol, celiprolol, and nebivolol. In a second generation and a third generation, you are basically having beta 1 cardioselective. So these all are about the first, second, and third generation beta adrenergic blocking drugs. I hope this video is useful for your studies. And if you like this video, then you can like and share with your friends, and also subscribe my channel for the further videos. Thank you all of you for watching my video. Again, thank you.